Hello, and welcome back to the 2020-21 Vassar Athletics Award Ceremony. I'm Amy Canfield, Assistant Director of Athletics for Communications, and it is my extreme honor to present to you the Scholar Athlete Award for a men's team. Before we announce this year's winner, I'm pleased to introduce to you our top four finalists for this year's honor. From baseball, Pat Fitzgerald. From men's rowing, Nick Gorman. From men's tennis, Adam Kruger. And from men's fencing, Abram Gregory. Thank you guys so much for being here with me. This award is given annually to one male and one female senior student athlete based upon overall grade point average, athletics ability, team spirit, and leadership. Each of our top four finalists has made an incredible impact, not just in their sports, but you guessed it, in the classroom as well. I'd like to briefly read a portion of their nominations submitted by their coaches. Abram Gregory has quite literally been the face of Vassar College fencing for the last 4 years, not just at athletic events as a student worker or in the classroom, but literally having the VC logo emblazoned on his fencing mask. He's been an outstanding representative of our program, winning the NEIFC individual FA title in 2020 and coming with only a couple bout victories of qualifying for the NCAA championships. Abram came into Vassar as a USA Fencing C-ranked FB fencer. He will be leaving us as an A-ranked fencer. Needless to say, Abram has helped make both Vassar fencing and Vassar athletics a better place, and we will miss him as he moves on with what will only be a bright future. Nick is an exceptional person and human being. He has always been the person that one relies upon. He's outgoing, does all he can to bring others gently into the group, and does so in thoughtful and empathic ways. As a result, more people know one another thanks to Nick's energy and guidance and friendships. I am thankful there is a relationship of knowing Nick so that this very relationship can only grow in the days and years ahead as he leaves Vassar and sets out on his own. Nick is indeed someone to know and honor for what he has given to all the communities he is a part of. Pat transformed himself into one of the best pitchers in the Liberty League and at Vassar with a work ethic that is second to none. His even demeanor has led him to a number of different accolades, including the title of captain for the team. He gave our team a chance to win every game he pitched. His impact here at Vassar reaches well beyond baseball, including as a student worker at the Athletic Center, involvement in diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives, and coordinating important team events. Pat upheld our team and department standards as well as anyone ever here on our team, which is one of the reasons we feel so hopeful for the next few years after he leaves. Adam's leadership has set the standard for our team and been a big key to our success over his career. He is respectful of others, and in turn, truly respected by everyone, owning such a big heart while showing how much he truly cares for everyone, not just his teammates. His constant steadiness, dedication, and commitment are exactly what was needed in a leader this year as captain. He planned additional team activities for the team to bond, provided input on team decisions, and also helped teammates when they were struggling. A volunteer to a number of organizations in the area, he exemplifies the ideals of sportsmanship, both on and off the court. And now you know why they are our top four finalists. Incredible words for all of our honorees. And now I'd like to actually hear from our honorees with a little bit of a Q&A. This award, as I stated earlier, is given to someone who not only has a strong grade point average, but has proven athletic ability, team spirit, and leadership. As our top four finalists, what has been the keys for you individually in finding the balance between the demands of your sport and the rigors of your chosen major? Let's start with Adam.
Yeah, so I guess what's driven me throughout the years has been to take advantage of all these opportunities that have been given. So at a place like Vassar, I had never come into a team atmosphere before. I'd only played an individual sport. So taking that opportunity to play on a team and have people that are supporting you and actually want you to win is great. And on the other hand, just taking the opportunities to meet with professors, take advantage of opportunities like study abroad and do research opportunities like Ford Scholars. All of these things have really driven me. Sure, like getting good grades has been in the back of my head, but really just taking every day kind of by the reins and making the most of it. And yeah, I'm really thankful for all the opportunities that have been given, and tried to show that by just making the most of each of them. So yeah, thank you.
Absolutely. Let's go to Pat.
Sure. First, I just want to say thank you to my coaches for nominating me, and I think that something that has helped me find the balance is having mentors. Whether those are professors, coaches, or even my parents. Before and during college, who they've been able to mentor me and make sports and academics. Both experiences that aren't always just about hard work, but they're a source of enjoyment for me. Um, and I think that the balance it's difficult at times, but when you have to find a way to prioritize and make sacrifices. There's definitely some things that get put on the back burner, especially when you're in the middle of a really competitive athletic season. So I think it's important to find out what matters most to you and to prioritize those things so that you can get the most out of your academic and athletic experience. And then also my experience at Vassar has always been with coaches and professors who are pretty flexible when needed, whether it's missing class because we had a game rescheduled or meeting in office hours because I need a little extra help with something. So I think that flexibility has been something that I've really appreciated, and it's given me the ability to feel comfortable on the field and the classroom, and it's really allowed me to excel, and I'm really grateful for that.
Absolutely. That's fantastic. Thank you so much. Let's go to Abram.
Yeah. So like something that's become my like sales pitch for Vassar over the years is like that the curriculum kind of like requires us to take like a wide range of like subject matters. So like even if you only end up with like a single major, like a major and a minor, like you're going to take like a wide breadth of classes. So like so as being a double major, like I'm accustomed to wearing a lot of hats, I suppose. Like as an English philosophy double, like I read like medieval texts. Like I've studied like the Irish and Anglo-Saxon languages. Like I read like German philosophy and contemporary critical theory, and the way that and the way that I've like been able to approach fencing is kind of just like a similar. It's just like another subject. So like whether it's like film review or like reading like foundational text or stuff like that for strategizing, I kind of just treat it like another class. And like what I've found is that like if like once you kind of make this like switch and start treating teammates like they're almost like colleagues in a classroom, whether it's like professors or like students, it all of a sudden just becomes like a way the engine starts like clicking on all cylinders. So I'd say and accordingly, like the better my grades are doing, so like the more effort I'm putting in the classroom and its concepts begin to mesh, I found that like when my comprehension of subjects increased like across all these different areas, like the fencing also got better. So it just kind of paid off to be a good student. Besides that, for the sake of the education, there's that extra bonus there.
Well, you definitely found the balance. And last but certainly not least, let's go to Nick.
Yeah, well, first and foremost, nothing really motivates you to finish all of your work ahead of time, like needing to get up at 4:45 the next morning. So that has certainly been a strong motivator in me, getting over that bad habit of procrastinating from high school. You can't finish a paper the night before when you only have 4 hours until you would get up. That's kind of crazy. So getting a good sleep schedule, staying really committed to practice has been really helpful to me. But another thing was definitely just my peers. Like Abram said, they're a really great support system for me. I've met some of my closest friends and best kind of study buddies and colleagues, and in definitely from rowing, be it in like biology and pre-med courses or in the Chinese department even, or women's studies. I've met a lot of really great friends who've taken the same classes I've taken, are going into the same fields that I'm going into. And so rowing, it's really helped me become a really disciplined person and a person with a lot of connections to people who want to help me grow.
Absolutely. And one thing that I do want to note for everybody watching is so you're seeing four amazing finalists who have four amazing GPAs, have done amazing things in their field of play. And please also remember that all four of them have lost a season in the pandemic, but still been able to find the balance. So seriously, congratulations to you all. And thank you so much for your kind words and just being here today. It is now time to unveil the winner of the 2020-21 Scholar Athlete Award from a men's team.
And the award goes to Pat Fitzgerald, baseball.
Hi, everyone. I just want to say what an honor it is to be this year's recipient of the Scholar Athlete Award from a men's team. My academics have always been a source of pride for me, for my entire life. And my work ethic, I think, is something that has carried over from my academics to my athletics and is a big reason for my success. So, this award means a lot to me, and I'm really happy to be the recipient of it. I want to thank my professors, especially for their flexibility over the years, because I know it's not always easy.
And I also want to thank my parents, my coaches, and my teammates for all of their love and support. And they're a big reason why I am where I am today. So thank you. Go Brewers.